Welcome to Point and Drink Adventure, a podcast where Pam and myself, Michelle, talk about alcohol, media, all the things. How are you, Pam?
I'm excellent. How are you? Look at your hair. It's so
Look at my
cute.
hair. Oh my God, it's all gone. I'm like
I
a little
love
boy.
And I like your shirt too.
Thank you. This is one of my
Cactar
pickups I
shirt.
was going to mention. It's Cactar. It's on the back. It's just on the side. I hit the mic.
Oh,
It's on the back too, like the
Oh, wow.
Cactar running. So, and it's very soft.
oh, that's cute. Yeah, I like that.
It's very nice. I guess Final Fantasy 14 did a collaboration with some clothing company, and I was like,
Oh,
this had like a mini skirt with it too, and I was like,
really?
yeah, but like the same design. I was like, why would I want same?
Yeah, that would be weird.
That's too much. That's too much
No.
Cactar. But I liked
Yeah.
it's like a crop top too, like, it's cute.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cute.
Yeah. I got cute hair, a cute shirt. Pam's got a cute blouse. We're so cute.
So cute.
So cute.
What are you drinking?
So we decided, okay, we said we were going to do something different. And then when I drink this drink, I'm like, it's really not that different than most of the other drinks that we've had before in the past.
Yeah.
But the concept is different. So, hi, Dylan.
He's returned the dog. Yeah.
So what are we drinking, Pam? So this concept, I was like, okay, what have we not done before? We haven't made any drinks that are like large format because we always had like single happy sizes, like a cocktail, whatever. So I was like, let's do a punch. So,
Yeah.
so this is called, I got this from like liquor.com or something, this recipe, a Garrick Club Punch, which Lord help us know what Garrick is besides the best character in DS9 Star Trek. So we got that going. That's part of the reason why I picked it. But technically a punch is just a large format, big for parties kind of cocktail that has liquor, citrus, spices, some sugar, and, together in a big ass bowl. Very lovely decorated. My bowl is just a container that looks like this and friggin' boring, but that's fine. And you just serve it for parties. It's like one of those cocktails that you don't need to individually shake for each person. So it's nice because now our drink break is going to be in half until we have to pee.
That's true. Yeah. It's fun. I like this because other than the fact that you make it in large quantities, it's not what I would think of when I think of a punch. Like you shared a couple that we could have had, and one was like rum, which I think of as like more punchy, but I was like, I like gin and lemons. So
yeah.
What is in this?
So this one is lemons. You take the lemon rind, you peel the lemon, you add sugar to it, let it hang out and macerate for a little bit. Ooh, make some sexy little lemony zest. You add lemon juice, gin, Luxardo cherry liqueur, or Grand Marnier. Pick your poison. And then you just top it off with some club soda. So really it's just like a Tom Collins even, just like a citrusy club soda-y drink. But called a punch.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good. It's nice and like refreshing and not too sweet and just nice.
I love it. I think this is great. And I have a whole container because this is all for me. This is all Michelle's. This is just the alcohol. So Michelle's going to get like, I put it in this container so I could at least put it in the fridge if I don't finish this off tonight. But, chances are very slim of that happening. So
It's good.
Yeah, it's nice.
Is there any history or anything? Just got made at a place called the Garrick Club?
Well, this particular one, but punch is actually one of the first like real cocktails. Like it predates the fun little cocktail book. I forget what it was called. Picture of cocktail book made in like the 1800s. These actually go back to like the 1600s. And it was introduced whenever sailors from the East India Company would go to India and then come back. And then, in order to prevent scurvy, they'd put limes and lemons and stuff into these big barrels. and sugar and stuff in order to help preserve it. And then whenever they got back from their big trips, they would have big punch bowls to celebrate their homecoming, and yay. And then it became very fashionable with the very wealthy because lemons were FU expensive. And so they were like, well, duh, I'm rich. I got to have it. And so then it became a thing of luxury until, you know, the 1800s, whenever that fell out of fashion, because nobody had big party bowls anymore. And things started to become less about having a slow all day hangout at the bar and just drink and hang out with your friends. You had to work. So
no, ruins everything.
Work ruins everything. Absolutely. But yeah, we have a gin punch, and mine's got lipstick all over it. It's fine, and it's delicious. I like this a lot.
I like it too.
Thank God, because our last cocktail we did was terrible. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, it was awful.
That was hot garbage. My only problem is I have to like go over there and mix it, so we will have to have a drink break for that, because unless I just chug this, but that's fine.
I mean, probably pretty good, but
I know the sugar and the lemon peel, it's probably really good. Yeah. But let's get into all the things we have been watching, Pam. Yay!
Yes.
You go first.
All right, so this is one that we watched maybe after recording the last episode. I don't remember, but we watched The Hunger, which is a night. Yes, your hair inspiration. That is what happened. You saw Susan Sarandon. You're like, I want that hair. It's a 1983 movie. It is with David Bowie, Catherine Deneuve, and Susan Sarandon. And David Bowie and Catherine Deneuve are vampires, and it starts with this like very sexy like gothy club scene where they meet people at the club and they take them home and then they feed upon them, and it's very sexy. It's like a very kind of sexy vampire thriller, but also a little bit sad, and it's Catherine Deneuve becomes sort of obsessed with a new plaything, Susan Sarandon, who's a sleep study scientist.
Yeah.
She's studying aging, the effects of sleep on aging, I think.
Yeah, something like that. She's a doctor. She's a hot doctor doing her thing, and David Bowie comes to her because he's like, I haven't been able to sleep. I'm aging. Look at me. My beautifulness is getting old. What the fuck is happening? And she's like, oh, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. But it's this was your first time seeing it, right?
This is my first time. I've never seen it before.
How'd you like it?
I loved this movie. First off, I think it's Tony Scott, Ridley Scott's brother, the one who directed Top Gun, directed this movie.
I was actually surprised when I saw that, because I was like, really? Like, the Top Gun guy directed this?
Yeah. Really? It definitely isn't like, it's a stylized vampire movie. It is not driven by the plot even. Like, the plot feels like it's almost secondary to the visuals and the tone and the atmosphere of it. Like, Catherine Deneuve just like looking classically beautiful in this dark, barren, gorgeous apartment. And then Susan Sarandon with her crazy hair walking in, just fluffing everything up. Just like, it's sexy.
It's very sexy.
It's sexy. Oh my God. I was so like, whew. Yeah. I don't know what else to say about it besides sexy.
Yeah. If you like vampire movies, I would definitely recommend this one. Or sexy movies. It's just like sort of love triangle, sort of just, about Catherine Deneuve and her. She's like the oldest vampire, and just how she gathers playthings as she wants them.
Yeah. And the ending is like, oh, that's fucked up. It's pretty fucked up. It gets pretty fucked up and dark, but also like kind of good too. I don't know. It's wild. It's fucking wild. Susan Sarandon and Catherine Deneuve have so much chemistry too. I mean, David Bowie is super hot and he has chemistry with everything that in the room.
Yeah.
But especially them two. Like, I was surprised how sexual, it's like a sexploitation movie pretty much, I feel like how how much chemistry there is between them. It's like,
yeah. Yes,
everyone's too hot to handle. Good. I can't handle it.
Yes. Just 3 hot vampires doing hot vampire stuff.
Yeah, just partying and living their best lives. Like, oh man.
Yeah.
When's that gonna happen to us, Pam?
I don't know. One day.
Come to us, hot vampires. We're here for it.
What else did we watch?
What else did we watch? So we watched, I forget why we wanted to watch this, but we watched The Cell at some point. It wasn't after The Hunger, but it was at some point we watched The Cell.
But it was after something else we watched. I'm pretty sure
I didn't put that movie on here.
Yeah.
Like The Angel or something. It was about this like 14-year-old prostitute. I didn't put that on the list, but it's fine. So yeah, we watched The Cell, which is Jennifer Lopez in one of the early 2000 movies, where she plays this like social worker who goes into people's mind, specifically this one kid's mind, in order to try to bring him out of a coma, because he was brought into a coma by some like weird trauma specific parasite even, or something very, very, very specific and probably non-existent, but just this one kid. And they have this very, like, the kid's parents are like fucking billionaires, and they fund this like ridiculous research facility for her to do that with these 2 other scientists. And so it's about this guy who's a serial killer, and he captures his victims, puts them into a cell, sets up cameras, and then walks away. And then just leaves them there, and then they inevitably, the cell floods with water, and and it's recorded how they die, and then he just masturbates to that afterwards. That's his kink, and so he ends up having the same thing that the kid has. So he goes into this coma, and they're trying to find his next victim. So they're like, Jennifer Lopez, you're going to go into his brain and find out where this woman is so we can go get her.
Yes.
That's it.
That's it. She goes in and she has to like therapize this serial killer and try to figure out all of the roots of his trauma and go through his mind and figure out how to save his current victim.
Yeah. Yeah. What does this movie need? Pam, did you like this movie after this next rewatch? Like, we both watched it when we were younger, probably when it first-ish came out.
I thought it was okay. Like, again, visually, it's very cool. Like, every time she's in the mind of the serial killer, even in the minds of one of the children, like, the visuals are really excellent. The costumes are all really excellent. But I felt on rewatch that was not nearly enough of the movie, and too much of the movie is the outside police procedural. Vince Vaughn is the main cop, and there's a lot of complaints about Jennifer Lopez and her being like the wrong choice for this role, but I also think Vince Vaughn was pretty bad in this.
I agree. Absolutely. No chemistry between him and Jennifer Lopez, like, at all. In terms of, like, even just, not even, like, a sexual chemistry, just zero chemistry.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I didn't mind Jennifer Lopez in this role. She looks fabulous. She has the stoic, like, couple scenes, like, in the mind palace thing, we're going to call it. She looks fucking great, and it's very stylized. But yeah, again, I have the same complaint. Needs more in the brain stuff, less cop shit. 1000%.
Yeah. That's how I felt. Because everything in the brain was pretty cool, and then everything outside of it, pretty dull, honestly. So
very boring.
It was, definitely a bit hit and miss for me. More miss, but yeah.
It's funny because when I was a kid, I avoided this movie initially because I was afraid of all the. I had a squeamish stomach when I was younger, and I didn't like the body horror that it could possibly present. And then I watch it now, I'm like, there's no fucking body horror. What the fuck was I thinking? Like, it's not bad at all. Like, there's one scene where there's some body horror, but like, I got more body horror in The Thing. Which I also watched.
Sure.
Like, what I also watched recently, because I was, I love that movie.
Yeah. No, The Cell is more like, I don't know, music video body horror. Like, it's not bad.
Yes! It's very music video-y. Oh my god. I bet you that guy's directed a lot of music videos.
Probably. I would not be surprised.
Yeah, I bet he has. I feel like I read that on IMDb now that you said that.
Yeah.
But it's meh. It's lukewarm.
Exactly.
What else have you watched?
So for the first time, I watched Unforgiven, which is Dylan's favorite movie. So he was very
of all
excited
time
for me to see this. I think so, yeah.
Oh.
This is a 1992 movie directed by Clint Eastwood, also starring Clint Eastwood. And he plays like a retired, well, I mean, retired is maybe not the right word, but like he was a bad man. He did bad things with guns, and he had sort of settled down with a good woman and had children and went and lived way off in the middle of nowhere. This is a Western, of course, and got, settled down in life. However, in a town nearby, a man cuts up a prostitute, and the prostitutes are wanting to pay someone to get revenge on them because they are not punished in any adequate way for what they've did to this woman. So he ends up getting drawn in by someone else who's wanting to take this bounty and getting sort of drawn back into that life of crime. The cast is great. Like, the sheriff of the town, who's an asshole, is Gene Hackman. Morgan Freeman is in it as Clint Eastwood's friend, who also ends up coming along with him. And I really liked it. Like, it's sort of deconstructing all of the Western tropes. And because at first I was a little like, is this just going to be like a plain old revenge, like everyone just keeps an eye for an eyeing each other until everyone's dead, kind of. But it's also really funny. Like, it's a surprisingly funny movie. Like, it's a really good script. I ended up really enjoying it. Like, all of the characters and all of the interactions among the various characters I thought were great.
Yeah. When I was in college and film school. I'm gonna call it film school, but it was just college. I took a script writing class, and I remember looking at this movie specifically because it's considered like structurally one of the best scripts written because of the arc and the pacing and the intention for all of the characters. And so I vividly remember watching this. I mean, I've watched it since then, but then specifically and analyzing the script in that perspective, and it is so good. Just the character arc of Clint Eastwood himself is just it's so satisfying. I love this movie. I'm so glad you watched it.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I really enjoyed it.
Good. I was actually going to try to rewatch it recently, but then I saw it wasn't free streaming on one of my streaming services. So I was like, fuck it. I've seen it too many times. I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to not pay for all the movies on streaming. You know what I mean? Because it's so easy to get into that trap. Oh, $7. Sure. Fine. Click,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I love this movie. So great.
That's great.
Yeah. Takes away from the tropes, like you said. So good.
What else did you watch?
So I watched a fun one. Our buddy SNES Drunk recently did a video on Cutthroat Island, the video game, recently.
Oh,
and
okay.
Yeah, and because it's, obviously a movie. It was a movie. It's a video game based on a movie. And I was like, I've never seen Cutthroat Island. And it has Gina Davis.
Oh, yeah. I've never seen it, but...
Oh, man, Pam. You gotta watch this funness. It's ridiculous. It's made in like 95 or 96. I want to say 95. And Gina Davis, stupid hot, looking gorgeous as a pirate with her big curly hair and just having a grand old time. She's a pirate, and her father has a ship, and she's just on the ship, you know, whatever. But her father passes away and leaves her the ship as well as like part of a map to this treasure. And so she's like, well, we gotta go get that treasure out in Cutthroat Island. Oh my God. And so she actually acquires, because some of the treasure map is written in Latin. So she acquires a slave, Matthew Modine, I think is the actor. And he's like her little buddy through this, or like, you know, her foil, you know, like chemistry between them, whatever. And it's pretty much just them going to go find the treasure, and her uncle, who also has part of the piece, because, you know, you can't have just one treasure map. You have to have pieces of a treasure map. Yeah. He has one of the pieces, so he's just constantly just trying to outwit her, try to get the other pieces, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It is non-stop action and explosions and ridiculousness and fun, and oh my God, did they spend a lot of money for all this crap to go on in this movie. Like all the action sequences and stuff. Holy shit, no wonder why this thing went broke whenever it was released. This is infamously like bankrupt, like one of the worst box office bombs of all time. But this movie is literally Pirates of the Caribbean before Pirates of the Caribbean. Just doesn't have Johnny Depp to be like, you know, being Johnny Depp and being ridiculous. It just needs a Johnny Depp character, and it's fucking Pirates of the Caribbean. And I'm like, what's wrong with I love it. I mean, I love Monkey Island. We both love Monkey Island. And if you love Monkey Island, I don't understand why you wouldn't love and have fun with this movie. So it's fun. It's ridiculous.
Okay. So I'd always heard it was pretty bad, but maybe that was just because of how it performed at the box office. But I'm always up for some Gina Davis.
Oh yeah, she's fabulous. I mean, okay, it's not a great movie. No. But it's fun as fuck. And that's all that matters sometimes, you know? I don't need a great movie in order to stimulate my senses. Sometimes I just need stupidness with Gina Davis and a fucking monkey.
Yeah. Stupid can be fun.
Stupid is absolutely fun. Absolutely. And she's so hot in this, and just like, it's really ridiculous, the situations that they're in. She like runs out of this town after explosions behind her, and the guy's like, how did it go? And she's like, pretty normal. I was like, cool. It's great. I liked it. It was fun. Fuck people saying it's bad. I don't care. What else have you watched?
I watched a movie called Strange Darling. This is just a couple years old. It starts with like text overlay talking about this serial killer and how their deadly reign came to a conclusion in, I think they're in the Pacific Northwest somewhere, possibly. I don't know, at this place. And then it starts telling the story, but it's out of order. It's like a story in 6 chapters. And then it's like chapter 4. And so we see this woman, her clothes are torn. She's bloody. She's running through the woods. A man in the pickup truck is chasing her and shooting at her, and she's trying to get away from him. And then it goes to another chapter, and we see a little bit more about what's happening. Eventually, we see the two of them earlier in the night, how they had sort of been on a date and how the date had gone. And so it's just kind of trying to do a new take on the serial killer where you don't really know what's happening because it's telling you everything out of order. And it was pretty decent. It was like, it sometimes got a little overdone, like the intro's long and then there's this text thing and then it's like a story in 6 parts and it's like chapter 4 and like it's like, can you just get on with it already? But but it was fun. Like, it did sort of keep you guessing, trying to figure out what was going to happen for a long time. The main character is played by Willa Fitzgerald, who just like goes balls to the wall with this role. Like she's really good in it. Yeah, it's interesting. Like I don't want to say too much about it because like figuring out what's going on is the point of the movie. So, but yeah, it was pretty decent. I liked it.
Pretty decent.
Entertaining.
Stylized, entertaining, all that jazz. Good.
Yeah.
Nice. Because whenever we look at sheets, I looked at it and I was like, ooh, newish horror movies. And I might prioritize other ones to watch, which I wasn't because we're doing a very impromptu recording today. I wasn't going to watch the other ones, but it's fine. But interesting. I like stylized and interesting and unique perspectives, I think is important.
Yeah.
Rather than just the same cookie cutter thing over and over. Yes.
Yeah. It was good. Like a lot of the characters you didn't know which way they were going to go. Not there was a ton of characters, but it's everyone like they're introduced in one way and you're like, okay, they're secret evil, right? Like
that would be my first thought for everybody in those type of movies. I'm like, you're bad. You're bad. No, you're bad. You're bad. Cool. Strange Darling. Fun.
What else did you watch?
So I watched this movie called Breaking Away, which is what is his name? Dennis Quaid's one of his early movies. This is from like the 70s. He's shirtless and looking fabulous he's not even the main character, but he is shirtless in most of the movie. And that man's got a set of abs, like a holy shit. Just cut. Anywho, what is the actual movie about besides Dennis Quaid's abs? It's about this. It's a little town in Indiana where the University of Indiana is. And they have this sort of conflict between like the local kids and then the people who go to the university. The local kids are called the Cutters. And they're just sort of like the kids who went to high school, graduated, they peaked in high school and they're like, I don't know what to do now. Like there's no real jobs. I might leave town. But you have this huge ass university here where all the rich kids go. And it's like, oh, like towny, locals, towny, that kind of deal. Well, one of the kids is obsessed with bicycling. And you get the vibe of why I watched this movie. Obsessed with bicycling. And he is obsessed with this Italian road team. And he starts trying to speak Italian. And, he's got a cute little Italian hat. And his parents are like, what the fuck do we do with this kid? Like, he's just obsessed with riding his bike. And obsessed with like all these crazy Italian things. We think he might be gay because he was shaving his legs in the bathroom. And it's so cute because he's shaving his legs in the bathroom. His dad comes out and he's like, I don't know what to do. I mean, it's the 70s. You have to like, I don't know what to do. And he's just singing Italian because apparently that makes you faster. It doesn't. But it makes you faster if you shave your legs and get more aerodynamics or whatever. So
swimmers shave their legs.
Yeah. So maybe it's actually true, but I'm just like, dude, okay. Yeah. So he's a great bicyclist with his 3 other friends who are just local guys, and you get stories into the local guys as well. All 3 of them are like famous actors now, which I totally forget. It's fine. Anywho, so they get into a fight with the kids at the university. And the president of the university is like, I live here and I'm a local. And you little assholes are trying to fuck up my shit with the local kids. So instead of like we're going to make this into a competition then. They have this like yearly competition called Little 500. And it pretty much is a bicycle race where you race around the track and do 500 laps with a team of 4 people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's a bunch of other teams, but it's like we're going to allow the local team, because apparently you have to be in the university in order to compete in this. We're going to let them into Little 500, and you guys can just duke it out there. Have fun.
Right.
So, of course, the one bicyclist guy has like conflict and he wants to have this relationship, but he's been faking to be an Italian. And so that's pretty much the story. When it's like a character study. And It's surprisingly good. So, like I described like the whole thing. The mom the mom of the main character, she actually was nominated for I think she actually won an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress in this. And it's a very good script. Is it well acted and executed in some places? Probably not. But Dennis Quaid is hot with his hot abs. And I think it's a good movie. Is it great? No.
Yeah.
It's a good, interesting movie. And especially if you like the conflict of locals versus not local kind of thing.
Yeah.
It was good.
Well, that sounds fun.
Yeah. I was surprised. Is it a little long? Yes. But, it's fine.
So many movies are.
But yeah, breaking away. What else have you watched, Pam? Another oldie but goodie.
Another oldie. Vertigo, which I've seen before, maybe when I was a teenager. So it's been a long time. And I actually watched this because of a game that I just finished, which we'll get to later. But yes, Vertigo is the Hitchcock classic starring Jimmy Stewart. He is a cop who, at the very beginning, he has something happens. They're chasing a guy across some rooftops. He falls. He sees another cop fall to his death, and then he's impacted by a terrible fear of heights. And really, what this is fear of heights more than vertigo. But that's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah. So his old friend hires him to follow his wife because his wife has been acting strangely. She just kind of disappears and drives miles and miles and miles on the car and then comes back and doesn't seem to be in her right mind. So Jimmy Stewart ends up following her all around and ends up falling in love with her.
Of course she does. Of course he does.
And then I don't want to give away the rest of the movie because the rest of the movie is, the good part of it.
Then don't. It's Alfred Hitchcock. It's Jimmy Stewart. It's Kim Novak. It's in color.
Kim Novak, yeah. She looks fantastic. And she gets some great outfits.
Yes.
Yes. It's very much about I don't know, kind of doppelgangers and losing your mind and being misinformed, or just it's how you can trust people and people trying to make people into what they want them to be instead of what they are. And it's really, I found the first hour honestly pretty slow. And then once the twist happens, then it's good. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Have you seen many Hitchcock movies? How does this rank for you?
It ranks lower for me, I think. Yeah.
Which ones have you seen? I don't remember.
I mean, I've seen Psycho, but not for a long time. I've seen The Birds, North by Northwest.
That one we talked about.
Dial M for Murder. Rear Window? Is that the one where he sees the...
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Rear Window. So I've seen most of the big ones. Oh, actually, Rope is my favorite.
That's right. Yeah, we talked about that before.
So yeah, this was sort of lower on the Hitchcock scale for me. But have you seen it recently?
I saw it. No, not recently.
No.
It's been a long time, so it's fine. Actually, Hitchcock isn't my favorite, to be honest.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I do like some of Hitchcock, but I can't say his movies are my favorite. It's definitely his are stylized and they're cool and they're mysteries and that kind of thing. But I could go without him. You know what I mean? Just I'm meh. I'm good.
Yeah.
I feel like he's one of those directors where it was more about him than the actual movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it definitely seems like he's definitely got an ego and penchant for treating his women stars like
Oh,
garbage.
horribly.
And, yeah.
All hot blondes, and you're going to be treated like shit.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Which is also why we don't like him very much. But that's fine.
Yeah.
You know, that's a whole other category to go into.
I like rope because there are no women.
There's nobody for him to abuse. Yay! Oh my goodness.
What else did we watch?
Oh, so we've sort of switched our Tuesday nights into sort of movie nights, and so I suggested that we watch more Goldie Hawn because Goldie Hawn is
She's so
fucking
adorable.
adorable.
I love her.
Football.
Football.
Wildcats, Wildcats, Wildcats. It's the sport of kings, better than diamond rings.
Football.
Honestly, I liked the movie, but that was my favorite part of the movie.
Best part of the movie. So we watched Wildcats, which is from, I don't know, 83, mid-80s, whatever. It's actually like one of the first movies with Woody Harrelson, Wesley Snipes. It's got Goldie Hawn. I forget if there's any other big other actors, and I think just those two were the two big ones. But so Goldie Hawn is this young, hot little thing at this very pretentious high school who's just the women's track coach. But she dreams and aspires to be a football coach because her dad raised her on football and she knows football better than anybody. And she's really good at it. She's really good at coaching. But nobody gives her the opportunity because she's a woman. And so she tries to get like the JV job at this pretentious high school, but the varsity coach is like, yeah, I hired Steve over here to get it. And Steve is like, doesn't know jack shit.
No. Steve is a very gay, probably a drama teacher. I'm sorry if I'm being stereotypical, but like.
But he is. That's what he is. So it's okay.
Oh, okay, good.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. But yeah, so she doesn't get the job. Instead, she finds this job at this inner city school. I'm going to say in Chicago. I think that's where they're at, in Chicago. But this inner city school, and it is, hard because the players are fuck you, and it's a rough environment, and especially for a woman then, like even for a woman now, that would be absolutely difficult. So she goes in there just like, all right, I'm going to do this. And they just keep throwing, it's like one of those, like, we're just going to keep throwing shit at you until you break
until
us.
you quit. Yeah. Yeah.
Or until you
one
quit,
of us is going to break. Yeah.
And of course, she makes them break. And then it's about her journey coaching these kids to success. And I thought it was fun.
I thought it was really fun too. She's adorable. The cast was really good. I mean, of course, there's that, again, 80s thing of just take all the sexual and sometimes physical harassment on the chin until they respect you. But, eventually she breaks their will and shows that she is physically superior and mentally superior to them, and they start begrudgingly respecting her. But I like how, she knows what she's doing. She's a very good coach the whole time.
Yeah.
I like it sort of combines the coaching story with some of the things in her personal life. She's a mother of 2 girls and is sort of divorced from their father, and that causes problems along the way. But I thought it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I agree.
So the last movie I watched is The Magician, which is a 1958 movie by Ingmar Bergman. Yeah. Have you seen it before?
No, but I looked it up, and I was like, God damn it, an Ingmar Bergman movie I have not seen. I need to watch it. And so my plan was, this was literally my plan, because we were supposed to record on Saturday, and we're not recording on a Saturday. I was like, I got time Saturday before we record. I'm going to watch it then.
Oh.
Fucking hell.
Did you want to watch it and we can talk about it next time?
No.
Okay.
No. Talk about it.
All right. So I've actually never seen an Ingmar Bergman movie.
Oh, you've
that
never
I
seen
know of.
Seventh Seal?
Nope.
Ooh. What'd you okay, then tell me your feels.
This was really good. It's like a black and white movie. I'm pretty Swedish. She's Swedish, right?
He's Swedish.
I think. It's in Swedish, and it stars. Oh no, I've forgotten his name.
He's in Harry Potter.
Yeah, I watched him in another movie, like right after I watched this. Max von Sydow.
Yes. Oh, you know what he's also in? Strange Brew, which is the quintessential Canadian movie. So,
Max von Sydow is like this magician, illusionist. He travels with his strange group of people. There's like a grandma figure who's like an old witchy woman who, you know, knows the ways of the universe, and then he travels with a young man who is very clearly a woman from the very first shot. He's got his driver and his like sort of carnival barker persona man who travels along with him, and as they're coming into this town, the sort of sheriff or local officials take an interest in them, and they invite them to stay over at their house, and they're just very interested in what they're doing and trying to prove that he is a fake. So, like, it's not a super plot-heavy movie. It's more about the characters and, like, finding out who everyone really is and how they behave, and seeing as this troupe of performers interacts with like the house servants and things, and just how all of these people bring out different aspects of each other. And I thought it was really good. It was surprisingly funny. Like, it was very funny.
I feel like that's surprising out of Bergman movies, because you see them and you're like, oh, they're black and white. They're like neoclassical, like very film noir-y, the way he shoots things, and then they'll have like a moment of like respite, like in Seventh Seal, him playing the devil, and he's like, oh fuck, not, he doesn't say fuck, but he's just like,
yeah,
oh, I'm fucked, like you know, just like little moments of levity every once in a while, and you're just like, oh, that's nice. I love
I really
Ingmar Bergman movies.
And it was gorgeous. Like, the way some of these directors of black and white movies just like use light and shadow, it's so excellent.
Oh my God. Especially him in all of his movies. Like, I feel like besides later in his career, obviously, that most of his movies, his early movies especially, the way they're shot are just, they're all fucking gorgeous. Gorgeous. Oh, just amazing.
It was beautiful. But yeah, it was very good. I was happy with that one.
That means you got to watch now The Seventh Seal, Wild Strawberries, all the good ones, all the sexual tension ones. Yay.
Also, everyone in this movie, well, not everyone, but a lot of people in this one were very horny. Like, there was a lot of horny people in this movie.
For 1958, yes. I love that.
Yeah.
Actually, I feel like Wild Strawberries, which is a movie before this one. Yeah, it's before this one. And that one I feel like is also, like, sexy. Like, sexual. So, yeah.
Nice.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Let's
take a
break
drink and pee break.
because now I think my headphones just yelled at me, so I'll probably have to switch my headphones now.
Okay.
We're doing great this session. We're doing
good.
We're doing great. Break.
Break.
Football. Okay. Let's talk about video games, Pam. Since we just sort of talked about Hitchcock for a hot second, let's talk about more Hitchcock.
Yes. So I picked up this game. It's called Alfred Hitchcock Vertigo. And I picked it up a little while ago. And the first time I put it on, I played for like 10, 15 minutes, and I was like, nah, this game sucks. And then one day, I think Dylan was out here recording his podcast or something, and I was like, oh, looking for something, like, maybe I'll give this game another try. And as that's happening, he comes in, and I come to the conclusion, again, now this sucks. But he has come in and been like, no, let's play this. We're like, okay, we can play this together. So this is a fucking weird game. So it's about a man who is an asshole, but he looks kind of like Briz. Like if Briz shaved and cut his hair, he kind of looks like Briz. But like a poorly animated version of Briz. He's a writer. And at the beginning of the game, he wakes up in a car crash. His car is like gone over a cliff, and his wife and baby are in the car. We're in the car, and then he goes running for help, and then he sees his father jumping off the bridge and committing suicide. And it's like, what's going on? And then he comes down with this terrible case of vertigo, and a psychologist comes to him and is trying to figure out what the hell happened, because no wife or baby were found in this car that's crashed over the cliff. It was just him. And likewise, no father was found at the bottom of the cliff, having just jumped off of a bridge. So they're trying to figure out, like, what is actually going on here. So you play him at some point time jumps back and forth. At some point, this hiker comes to his door and she's hurt, and he invites her in, and then they end up having sex and she leaves. And then across town, this cop's aunt and uncle have gone missing, and his uncle is found dead, and for some reason they're blaming this on the main guy as well. The psychiatrist comes and asks him to relay things about his childhood, so you play it over, and it'll be like the first one. His dad was a writer. They're both writers, and he was a little kid, and he goes to see his dad, and his dad's like, let's play our fun little secret game, but don't tell mom. And then
that's never good.
in his memory that he's relaying, he goes down to the garage and finds his dad's secret stash, which is like a box of a tube of Pringles or something. But then the psychiatrist hypnotizes him, so he ends up telling what really happened, and you sort of replay some of those things, and everything that was like, yeah, me and dad are spies together and we have secrets, is like, daddy wants you to go get his bottle of whiskey and don't tell mom he's been drinking again. Like,
oh God, I thought that was gonna go a whole nother way.
No, it didn't go that dark. But every time it does this, where it's like, so tell me how you remember this, and then he gets hypnotized, and it's like, but here's what really happened. And it plays kind of like a Telltale game, so you know, some decision making, some walking around and doing items, some really stupid quick time events. Like every time they want you to like open a door or whatever, it's like, rotate both the sticks in the opposite directions at once. Like, just fucking press a button. Like, stop it. You're being stupid. And then it also does it weird where sometimes there's like, because you'll change who you're playing and who you're seeing the perspective of sometimes, but there are some scenes where you have two playable characters at once and you're making decisions for both of them, like in the same scene, which is very strange.
No.
Yes. So it's just, it wasn't a good game again. Eventually it gets to the point where I was like, oh, I can kind of see how this game is called Vertigo. Like there's some parallels, but mostly it's just like, here's a Birds reference. Here's a reference to Psycho. Like here, it's just like kind of stupid little Easter eggs. Like it's.
I was gonna ask, like, how is this anything like Vertigo? Besides the guy maybe has vertigo, but like with the car thing and the dad thing and the maybe the hypnotizing thing. But like what is the correlation between them?
Some like mistaken identity type stuff, which is sort of related, but nothing. Yeah, it's not very related at all. And it goes on for so long. Like we got to a point where it's like, okay, like this story's wrapping up. We basically know what happens. And then it's like 10 years ago, this is what the killer was doing. And then we like play out this huge long scene from the killer. And it's just like, okay, we get it. I get what happened. We don't need to play this for an hour to see where they were coming from. But yeah, it wasn't good. It was like the animations weren't great. So the main character kept just like opening his mouth like a codfish. He'd just stand there like
Oh man,
it was a very silly game.
That's a shame.
Yeah,
I mean, like, are you a fan of the Telltale style, like that kind of gameplay to begin with? I'm not.
No, I thought it was like the first couple. Like I really liked the first Walking Dead when it came out because it was like new then and the story was really good. And then as more of those games kept coming out, I was
They were
like,
all the same.
Yeah.
And so this is more of that, more of the same.
This
more
is
the decision,
more of that.
more
Yeah.
ridiculous, and just referencing Hitchcock.
Yeah, and just a truly bonkers story. Like
And codfish.
and codfish. Yes.
Oh, well, that's a shame. And we all gotta play some stinkers sometimes, right?
And like this must have been, I don't know, probably 10 hours. Like it
10
felt
hours?
long.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it felt very long. So yeah, we would just pass the controller back and forth. But it was like a before bed game. It was like, I don't want to like use my brain, so let's play Vertigo.
Oh, oof, oof,
Yeah.
oof. Well, speaking of not using your brain, I played a Half-Life on stream. Pam, have you ever played Half-Life?
So I, at one point, was like, oh, this is so influential. I should play it. And I played it for maybe 20 or 30 minutes. And I was like, I get it. I don't need to play anymore.
That was the best decision you've ever
Yeah.
made in your life, Pam. In your life. Oh my god. Okay, so Half-Life. Again, influential. Watershed moment of gaming. It starts off real good. I really like the intro. The whole, you walk into the thing and you're just sitting there on the trolley and there's like, oh, blah, 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 this and this. And you're walking around, you can move around in the trolley thing and you're just like, you're sort of getting exposition of like what's going down. But then you get into the game and where it all fucking falls apart. So if you are not part of the gaming zeitgeist, I don't even know what the word is, world, and you don't know about Half-Life. Like this is my first time playing Half-Life ever. And I know about Half-Life. I know about Gordon Freeman, how he's a silent protagonist who's shooting aliens at Black Mesa facility. Like, I could know that stuff before playing this game. Playing this game. Oh my god. Like, oh my god. Okay. So, this game is floaty as fuck. I understand. This is like 97, 99, whatever. Late 90s, first person shooter. It is impactful because it was so different. There was no like transitions in between scenes. Like I just played Star Wars Dark Forces and you had like scene cuts where you started a new level. This doesn't have that. You just start a new level based upon the progression of the game, which was like, okay, cool. That's more immersive. That's cool.
Yeah.
But you walk forward, you push forward, you stop pushing forward, and you keep floating forward,
keep moving
5 feet. And I'm like, well, this is fun. And so it's floaty as fuck. It's first person, and you have to fucking platform, which is a big no-no from Michelle. Like, one of the games I quickly bounced off of when I was a kid was Metroid Prime, because it was first person and you platformed on a fucking like N64 or something like that. Whatever console I played that on. And I was like, fuck you, ain't doing it. I don't think so. Same thing with this one. It is, the guns are fine. The shoot is fun-ish. The things are fine. Whatever. I mean, like, the character just, I don't care. The enemy design is nothing to really blow your hair back, I really feel like. I mean, maybe then, absolutely. But looking back at it now, I'm looking at it from perspective, like, this is my first time playing it. It's fine. There's not much diversity. It's really, all right. This is a Dark Souls game before there was fucking Dark Souls. Granted, I understand Dark Souls from Soft Games were prequels to this. Like, there are King's Knight, which came out before this, or whatever the fuck. I don't care. You just go into a room and you're gonna die 20 fucking times before you can finally either A, blast your way through it because you just got fucking lucky, or figure it out. And more times than not, it's just you banging up your head against the fucking wall until you just finally got lucky. Oh my God. Fuck this game. I don't care that it's the, like, oh, it's so iconic. It's this, it's that. Fuck you. I'm gonna make so many people angry. I don't care.
It's really, like, it was influential with, like, you know, the continuous world, and the fact that there was, like, scripted cutscenes and events happening that were telling you rather than, like, taking you out of the game to just, like, play a video for you. But it's still, like, it's not fun to play. Like, I didn't think, like, the movement fine. Anytime you have to, like, try to climb anything or, like, get onto a ladder or... I remember when I joined your stream and you were on the outside world and, like, those mountain textures were just... Oof.
They're a struggle fucking bus. And then ladders. I forgot about the fucking ladders. You mentioned ladders. Oh my God. That's the hardest part of the game. Mastering a ladder was like I'm a pro gamer now. Like, I can go down a fucking ladder. Oh my God. And so there was one stream. I thought I had to move boxes over this water because the water was electrified and then jump on the boxes. There's 5 boxes. I push the box, it just goes, whee! I'm like, okay. How am I going to position this in a way for me to actually platform over it? So I spent, I swear to God, like 45 minutes figuring out how to push the boxes into this area. So I said, fuck this, I ended the stream. I went and looked it up. No. I just needed to move one of the boxes on this platform here and walk over it. I was so fucking pissed. I was like, no, I'm never doing this again. Like, just moving a thing or climbing up a thing was like, just like, oh my God. And then at the end, I don't even care to spoil this, whatever. You fight the last boss and it teleports you into these rooms where you can, like, gain more equipment or whatever, and then fight some things in this room. Well, you get into this room, and in order to get back to the main boss, you have to go through these portals. The portal is in the center of the fucking ceiling, and you have to take this little jump pad to jump and then hit the portal in the middle of the ceiling in order to teleport back. If you miss, you land and lose all of your health.
Oh, jeez.
So if you're not saving, honestly, every 5 fucking seconds, you're fucked. You're absolutely fucked. And it's so, like, fuck you. The whole time. Fuck you. Fuck you, game. Fuck you. F6 was my new favorite button because that was the save button. Fuck it. I'm probably gonna play Half-Life 2 though at some point because I'm gonna be I know. I'm a glutton for punishment. What can I say?
Apparently. I was gonna say, wow, you've got more patience than I do for finishing that whole game on stream.
Oh my God. I can't believe I did it, Pam. It took me like 16 hours too. It was like fucking forever. It's so long of the same shit. I'm just like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Is this the final boss? Please tell me this is the final boss. Oh. Some of the guns are fun, absolutely. But are they as iconic as they like say they are? No. Absolutely not. Fuck you, game. What else have you played, Pam? I'm going to recover my voice because I'm screaming.
So I played a game called Cabernet, which is a newish release. I was playing it when we recorded last time, but I ended up putting it down because it was really broken. Like there was just like game-breaking bugs that would like get you stuck in a room and you'd have to like reload to get out. So I was like, well, I'm not playing this. So finally some patches came to console and I started going through it again. This is like a narrative role-playing game. Like it's sort of a 2D world. You play a young woman who had recently been turned into a vampire. She was a doctor. And she wakes up in this manor with this baroness or no countess, and you find out that you're going to be this doctor's assistant, and you don't really remember how you became a vampire, but you need to figure out how you're going to live your life as a vampire and deal with like the vampire aristocracy and all the people in town and making a new home for yourself. So you've got some stats, and the stats are all kind of knowledge-based. There's like science and literature and music and history and politics, so you can level up each stat, which helps you with conversations with people. And you go and you kind of build relationships, help people out with quests, have to like feed on people or animals every once in a while to keep your blood up. You use your vampire powers like mesmerizing people so you can feed on them, or you can go into bat form and fly around, which is much faster than your very slow walking. Yeah, bat.
Great.
And yeah, it's pretty neat. It was still, even with like the biggest bugs fixed, a little bit on the janky side. Like there was constant like screen flicker as I was moving, which was pretty annoying. But it was a cool narrative game, and I like those sort of role-playing things where it's, you know, there's no combat or anything to worry about. It's just making decisions and, like, which person are you going to side with? Who are you going to make friends with? How many people are you going to kiss? Like,
you started describing this game as like, is this the Hunger Game movie? Is there sex? Is it sexy? Because if it is Susan Sarandon in it, and does she have fabulous hair? Because if yes, I'm playing.
Sadly, she is not in it.
Oh, damn it!
I don't know that it's sexy, but you can have romances with multiple people. There's no like sex scenes. It's like, let's kiss, and the screen just like goes black. And
oh, what a tease!
But I was able to have 3 people that I was making out with by the end. So, you know,
Nice.
I like that I wasn't limited in my makeout options. Yeah.
I like having options.
Exactly. Yes. So, yeah, it's good. It sort of ends up being this story about revolution kind of in Eastern Europe and like all the bad shit that's secretly going on in town, and you get to decide if you're, you know, sort of if your human side stays or if you become nihilistic and are just like, well, I'm a vampire, fuck all you humans. Like,
What did you choose, Pam? Have to ask.
I was nice. I didn't see any point to what the evil people were doing most of the time. So
If they weren't more sexy, like, only reason to ever go to the evil side if there's just more sex and more funness going on. If that's not happening, fuck you. I don't care.
Exactly. Like, I don't know. Money is such a boring reason to be evil. So
No. Money's boring. I don't need more money. I need more fun. I need more sex. I need more things. Yes. So, recommend yay or nay? Yay, how'd you feel about it? It was okay.
Yeah. It was pretty good. I liked it. If you like those kind of games, I think it was a solid one.
Nice. Cool.
Yeah. What else did you play?
I played this game, this happy little indie game called FlyKnight. This is a co-op game on Steam, and played with Captain Drachma and Seth from our Discord, and this is a Souls game.
Oh.
You play as a bug, a fly, and there's no like actual leveling system within the game. It's very short, 3 to 4 hours at the most.
Oh, okay.
And you play this fly who has to die. Again, like every Souls game, who the fuck knows what the story is?
Who knows?
Who the fuck knows?
Exactly.
You're a fly, you got a weapon, and you got magic, and you have a bunch of different buttons, and you just walk around through the dungeons in order to get to the end. And there's no leveling, you just upgrade your weapons. So that's nice. There's no stats building or like, ooh, I'm going to like level up my dexterity. No, none of that. You just get more weapons. And you explore the environment and fight off other bugs in order to, I don't know, fight the end boss. Whatever. What makes this sort of fun? One, it's great co-op because if you were playing this, I don't think there's any like, I think either Seth or Ross said they read that there's no upscaling whenever you have multiple players. So if you play this by yourself, holy fuck, that's hard. Like every Souls game. It's much harder when you play it by yourself, which is why I've never played a Souls game by myself. It's fine. I did beat Elden Ring by myself, but that's another story. Yeah. But everything moves glacially slow. Like you're walking, you're just like, I'm gonna swing my thing. And then all my stamina is like halfway down. I'm like, I gotta lean back and take a great gain my stamina and then do this again. So it's a little bit cumbersome, obviously. Like it's a smaller game. It's much slower, but surprisingly fun. There's fishing. You can get fish in order to regain your health. You have a bunch of different weapons in order to customize your look and your, not that you could see yourself because it's all done in first person, but customize your weapons. And it's easy to switch between 4 different weapons on your like hotbar slot. So nice. I'm like, I got big axe. Oh shit, this guy's strong against big axe. I'm gonna use a pokey stick. I'll use a pokey stick as my next weapon. So you can have 4 different types of weapons in order to utilize on your quick bar. Cool. Yeah, it's really nice and streamlined. And it was such a nice little happy length. 3 to 4 hours. Nothing crazy. I kind of wanted a little bit more of just exploration because it was kind of fun once you get past the initial but a great little fun co-op game that's short. Oh,
nice.
Short.
Oh, that's fun. I love a short game.
Me too. I love a short game. And really fun co-op. So play a co-op.
Yeah, that's cool. Especially in a genre that you don't usually get. Like a Souls-like is generally at least like 12 hours long.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah. And it didn't like initiate all of the Souls-like components to it. Like there's no leveling or anything like that. Right. So you didn't have to worry about that. You just had to walk through, grab a weapon, you go, ha! Ooh, new weapon, I try that. I'm going to try that one. Ooh, I'm going to try that one. I'm going to have this combo of this. And I have magic on this other button. So I'm just going to use magic. If I just wanted to use bows and arrows all the time, I could. Without any detriment besides the fact I have to aim the fucking arrow and shoot it. But everybody could do it. So it was nice.
That's fun. Awesome.
What else have we played, Pam?
So we both played, not together.
Not together, separately.
Split Fiction, which is the latest game by FlyKnight, who has made things like It Takes Two, A Way Out, Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. So Split Fictions is the latest one.
I actually learned that FlyKnight did not make a Brothers of Two whatever. It was just Joseph Ferrers who directed it. It wasn't that company. Because after that game, he created the company. Because I had to look this up. Because I watched through the whole fucking credits with Briz. And he's like, oh, they made Brothers. I was like looking. I'm like, no.
Oh.
Anywho.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Continue.
So in this one, you play 2 writers. And they go to this office building. They think they're going to have a story published. But instead, this asshole jerk man, a raider, is like, just get into these weird fucking science suits, and then we're gonna connect you to this machine, and everything's fine. And for some reason, almost everyone except for one person is like, yeah, that seems legit. But one of them, Mio, is like, I don't like this. And she ends up trying to get away, and she falls into the machine bubble of Ella. And so they end up in the same sort of world together. One of them is a sci-fi writer. One of them is a fantasy writer. And you play it in split screen, and you're basically going through stories that each of them have written. So you've got like environments that look kind of like Tron, and then you've got like lovely fantasy forest environments, and you're just kind of going back and forth between the stories that they've written. And the gameplay is really fun. Like, it's very quick, just like you're very agile, just like double jumping and dashing all the way, regardless of what the mechanics of the level is, because it changes from level to level. You get new abilities and sometimes new perspectives, but you can like always double jump and air dash, which feels really nice. And so you're just going around platforming, occasionally fighting things, shooting things. Sometimes one person will get one ability and the other person will get another, and you have to work together to get through these levels. Yeah. What did you think of it?
So, I really enjoyed playing this game. I thought it was a lot of fun. I really loved the little side story parts to it. That where you were turned into a pig and you fart your way through it.
The pig one was amazing.
The pig one was
Did you
so
see
good.
the little pig? Because there was all these little pigs, and one was just like button scooting his way. He was just butt scooting his way in a circle. It was so cute.
So cute. Oh my god. I loved little things like that in the find in the game. I loved like the little like Mega Man levels or Metroid levels, or when it would like call back to like a side-scrolling shooter. Like, there were so many different genres that they tried to incorporate into this game, which was great. There's so many different perspectives. I loved that. And the control was great. You never felt like I was floaty or I couldn't, like, if I didn't make the jump is because I just fucked up. Like, that's fine. Yeah. And it was nice because I didn't feel like there was too much of a repercussion if I failed.
I really liked that. Like, most of the time, if you are both dead at the same time, then you will maybe have to like backtrack a little and start again. But as long as one person's alive, like, the other person dies and they'll just come back in a few seconds and just continue on their way. They'll just like spawn right back to where the first person is. So it's not at all punishing when you do die, which is nice because some of the scenes are like so fun and exciting and fast moving. And if it was just like, meh, stop, go back to the beginning, that would have sucked.
It kills the momentum for sure. So the momentum keeps going. It's very well done and balanced. I honestly feel like, because we both played It Takes Two, this is just It Takes Two improved.
Oh yeah, improved. Yeah,
1,000%,
totally
100% improved, way better. The story is better. It's no longer about this weird relationship that you know that's just going to fail anyways. And
yes. Yes.
And the mini games we're going to call them mini games in it are really improved, and the gameplay and the atmosphere and all these things are really great in the game. I had no qualms about it. I had a great time playing this game. Is it a little too long? Probably. It's fine.
I was fine with the length. I thought I was happy to play as long as it was.
We completed in about 13 hours. What did you guys complete it at? About the same?
I assume so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My biggest thing is, since this game was, I felt like a literal duplicate upgrade of It Takes Two. I just hope that they do something different for the next one. Because what I don't want to see is another one of these type of games, because this one is done so well. This is great. This is
Yeah.
absolutely I will say there's one thing that I wish they included into this game is you have sort of this exploratory ability sometimes and you want to go try to find things. I wish there
That
was like
my one complaint too.
I want a secret thing. Like let me go find
like
a thing.
a little collectible or
Yes.
something. Like there was occasionally like, oh, you find a bench to sit on and have a little scene, or like little things like some of those birds or like that would get an achievement. But I did find that in It Takes Two there was more like, oh, you would just find a little mini game to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted more of that. Like give me something to reward me for me looking at every single fucking corner in this game. Because that's what I'm gonna fucking do, because that's what you do in these games. Give me a little reward. I wish I had more of that. That's the only qualm I have about this game. Otherwise, great gameplay, great controls, great acting and story. Even each character, even though I totally predicted Ella's.
I mean, I predicted all of them. Like, the story was pretty predictable, but I still liked it. Like, at first, it was kind of dumb. Like, what? You like sci-fi? That's so dark. Meanwhile, you've just been on a troll level where you've like cut one of their arms off and watched them step on people. Like, fucking relax. But I didn't mind it. I also felt like, especially at the beginning, it was so like relentlessly paced. It was just like go, 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 go. And that even when you got like a little cutscene, it was like very short and it was just like go, go, go. And I almost felt like, whoa, like, do we get like a break sometime? Like,
yeah. Sometimes it was hard to be like, to force myself to be like, Bruce, we got to pause. We got to stop for the night because it's past 12 o'clock and I need to go to bed. And I know we're in the middle of this level, but we got to stop, my dude. Like, I just can't. But yeah, I feel like I hope that they maybe somehow, because they're so creative and so different in the perspectives. Like even like towards the last level, you have like each person sees
So
a different.
cool.
It's so fucking cool. I don't really want to spoil it, but it's really fucking cool. The perspectives and the ideas that these creators have. I hope they try to incorporate into different ideas, like, I don't know, a point and click, or like how do you utilize this creativity into a co-op environment, to a different genre than platforming puzzles, is my hope, because this is perfect.
yeah.
Don't repeat the perfect. Do something different. Give me something different. I don't even care if it's it's not as good as this. Just give me something different than this, rather than the same thing as this. Because I feel like It Takes Two did it, then this did the same thing as It Takes Two, but better. But you can't, how do you do better than this?
Yeah.
You know?
It's going to be difficult.
It's going to be difficult, and I don't want the same thing, especially they're obviously super creative people, and I applaud them for that, and I love this game. Again, just give me more collectibles. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But I loved it. I thought it was great. It was fun. I kind of missed it this week when we beat it, and then it was like last night, like we didn't have game because you couldn't make it. I was like, fuck, I can't play Split Friction. So it was kind of like, shucks. But I would love for them to continue making really creative games. I just hope they don't make the same thing, because I could see that being, because obviously this game's probably, I think this game is very successful.
I think so, yeah.
That they could just like cop out and do the same thing. I hope not. I hope not. I want to see more things from these developers. They're great.
They're great, yes. Maybe they can make a 4-player co-op.
Oh my God. Just, please. Somebody make a 4-player co-op game. Stop making 3.
Please. Yeah, stop making 3. Give us 4, please.
Give me 4. Give me 4.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
You also finished a big one.
This took me like 3 months to beat. Although,
I mean, that's...
That's
nothing.
That's nothing. I know. I beat Yakuza 0, my first Yakuza game. Yay! Oh my god! I started this back at like the end of December because I was like, "Fuck this! I'm gonna start playing this game." And oh my god, have I been so rewarded with this juicy piece of cake? It's just So Yakuza 0 is a prequel to, I guess, every other Yakuza that's been ever made. And I don't fucking know. Okay, first off, they make a new Yakuza like every fucking year. Yep. And it's insane. And this game is Kiryu and Majima before the Kiwami, I guess. I don't fucking know. Either way, Kiryu is in like Kamurocho, I think. Whatever. He's in his town and Majima is in his town. And they're doing their own thing in each individual town, but their stories intersect because Kiryu is working with, is this before he's really hardcore Yakuza. He's trying to get out of Yakuza. And he is just like, I'm just going to try to get out of this and try to do the best I can or whatever. And join this this real estate company. Lord help me. This real estate company in order to sort of get back into it because there's this 4x3 plot of land that is preventing the mafia of Yakuza from doing the Kamurocho revitalization project where they can make billions. Literally like the size of my desk. So there's a murder that happens in this little alleyway and Kiryu is framed for it. So then he's like, fuck, I gotta get out of Yakuza. I gotta join this real estate company. And so that ensues. Over here, we have Majima, who's my favorite babe. He's the fucking best. And he is off in like Osaka. I don't remember what town, city is in. Whatever. Who gives a fuck? He's over here running the Grand Cabernet where he has this the best fucking intro cutscene I've ever seen in my fucking life. And he is just trying to get into the Yakuza because he was kicked out of it. And he encounters the person he's supposed to kill in order to get back into Yakuza. But he's a nice man. He's a good person. And so he doesn't kill them. And then it all unfolds. That's overall logistically what the story is of Yakuza. What makes Yakuza great is number one, the side stories. There are a billion of them. And oh my god, the characters and the characterization and the dialogue and all the mini games, it's so fucking good. Secondly, the hostess game.
I love the hostess minigame.
I played like 10 hours of the hostess minigame of that alone. It's so fucking good. Fuck the real estate game. Fucking play the hostess game. I didn't even understand the real estate game. I stopped.
Yeah. It's interesting. Yakuza 0 is such a fun game. Like, I remember when I first put it on, and like the intro was just like you're like going out drinking and you're doing karaoke and you're getting into a fight and it's just like, yeah, it's like this is the best intro ever. And they do a bunch of stuff that would normally I wouldn't like in a game. Like, I don't really like beat 'em ups. I don't really like a whole bunch of random shit to do, like arcade games and mini cars or whatever they have in this one. I wouldn't generally be like, yeah, do a 20-minute cutscene. But somehow, when Yakuza 0 does it, it's like, this is so awesome. I love everything.
I love everything about it.
Yes.
You want me to play pool?
Yes. Okay.
I will go hit baseballs for an hour. Yes. Oh my god. This game is a black hole of funness. And it's so surprising how well some of these mini games, not all of them are great, by all means. But like the pool game in this, it's a mini game. It's better than most pool games I've played as a dedicated game. I'm like,
Yeah.
the fuck? Oh, it's so good. It's fucking incredible. I have not played any other Yakuza, so I can't say like how does it compare to other Yakuzas or whatever. This game, fucking amazing. Go fucking play it now. If you don't like beat 'em ups, that's fine. Put it on easy.
Fine.
When I was in like chapter 13, I said I'm kind of over the beat 'em up format.
Yeah.
I put it down to easy and finished the game. I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because the fighting is so, like, minute compared to the rest of the game. I was like, fuck it, I don't care. I'm fine.
Yeah.
So fucking good.
It's so fun. I love it. It's so great. The side stories are my favorite things because they manage to be like at once incredibly silly, but also very earnest. And they're like very silly. And then at the end, it's like, and here's this emotional turn. It's like, oh.
So heartfelt and
Yeah.
so like, oh, I love it. And you just give so much like character development to Kiryu and to Majima. And you're just like,
Yeah.
oh, I love you.
Yes. It's so good. It's so good. You should play Like a Dragon. Like a Dragon's also awesome.
I have Like a Dragon. I also bought the
Yeah.
Pirates one, so I'll probably have to pay that
Yes.
one too. Yep.
Nice. I was thinking of starting Kiwami at some point
I
in
downloaded
the near
it.
future.
It's on
Yeah.
Game Pass right now, so I was like, well, I'm gonna download it and see if I play it
Yeah.
right away. But I'm giving myself a little break and playing.
Yeah,
some,
you need a break between games.
Yeah, you definitely need a break between games. So my like bullshit, because this is sort of like my game that I just played when I'm just like, okay, I have an hour. Let's just go play Yakuza for an hour. So my new bullshit game I play for an hour or whatever is Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. So when I finish that, which will be like in another hour or two, I'll finish it. Or not that, maybe 5. But like once I finish that, then I'll play like either Like a Dragon or the Pirates one. I loved it. It's so good. So fucking good. Ugh, so sick. Oh, you know what also the best part is? I have to say. When we're going to have a serious battle and I'm wearing a full suit and I just go like this and I rip off my shirt. Oh my God. I love the ripping off of shirts.
I like that. I also love when you just like curb stomp someone and just money flies out of them.
And you stab them, you're like, you're stupid.
Yeah.
Crud, money.
Yeah.
So good. I love that game. Okay. That's all the games we played, isn't it?
That's all the games. Yep.
Do you have any pickups, Pam?
I don't have any pickups.
I have one pickup. This might be a contention. I have Suikoden 1 and 2 remaster on the PS5. I've never played. Okay, so I've legit got the PlayStation version of Suikoden right over there. Still gotta get this though because I'm a fucking idiot. Although my sister, sister. So you played both of these, right?
Yep.
Which do you like better, or do you not like either?
I like the first one better.
You like the first one better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a little more concise and like the story's a bit more grounded. Yeah, I really like the first one. The second one's like good too, but I liked it less. I love getting all of your 108 stars and like having your little base that you build up and populate with people. I love that. And
I love base building in games. I love that. What I don't love about this is, look at this, is day one edition. What is this fucking bullshit on this?
What do you need that for? Yeah.
Get rid of this. Get rid of this bullshit. Just give me.
Is there a not day one edition? Like
Yeah. Does this make it worth more? Whatever. It's like a. What do they have? Greatest hits. You know when they have greatest hits series on there, and you're like, oh, those aren't worth as much because those aren't the first edition. It's like, fuck you, game. I just almost dropped it. Drama. That's a podcast, huh?
That's a podcast. Nice.
It's a podcast. Look at us. We're going an hour. I mean, hour and a half. Whatever. We had technical difficulties this episode.
We had technical difficulties, a few breaks. Yes.
Fine. It's fine. Thank you all for listening. Please leave us a comment if you'd like to comment about things like my hair, our comments on Yakuza 0, how we feel about split fiction, and if you disagree with us. Or if you don't like The Hunger, then you just need to leave. So, because Susan Sarandon's stupid hot, and everyone should agree with that.
Yes. And if you like what you heard here and you would like more fun podcasts, check out polymedianetwork.com, where you can find all sorts of good things. More video games, movies, Goosebump books, indie games,
All the things.
whatever you're into. Yeah.
And yeah, we're probably going to watch a movie. Look at all this lipstick on my glass.
I don't have any more.
But drink well, my friends.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.